In this video, we take a detailed look at a 1930s Hammond Champness lift. Now, this lift has been modernised in the late 70s or early 80s. The logic's been replaced with a relay logic, so the lift is still characterful. Even though it's a logic replacement, not as nice if it still had its original slate relay logic, but it's still in character with the lift. Although this new relay logic replacement is 2-speed when the original would have been single-speed, but still feels much better than a stupid VF drive. I believe the logic replacements and very early Leicester controls, and it's got fairly later style of relays on it. It's not the usual type you get on lifts, so it's like one of those last designed to relay logic before moving on to digital controls. I believe this logic was made by Leicester controls, but I'm not sure. The other things that have been altered is the lift's got a new ceiling. That's disappointing considering Hampton Champness put lots of decorative woodwork around the ceiling. It's like an old-fashioned cupboard with those decorative pieces they put around it. Shame they covered it up with a rather not so interesting looking 70s 80s style light, and as well as that, the buttons have been replaced, and other than those things, the rest of the lift is original, and despite a few things changed, it's pretty authentic feeling. So let's start this video off by taking a ride in it. That awful ceiling. You would have seen the original classic 30s-ness of the Hammond Champness ceiling, but this tat has been put in its place. We're going to floor 4. Okay. And let's get on top it. The positioning system has been replaced, and when we go into motion we'll see the positioning system is not old-fashioned relay positioning systems, but it's been miniaturised. We'll look at later. But on top the lift it's now got shaft bars and shaft bar beam sensors, which make very loud ticks as they go past. Like it's quite a loud sounding relay in these beam sensors. That is not so original, but it's still old. It's not like some modern day boring crap. It's still old style stuff, which still makes it interesting. And from on top we can take a look at the woodwork, and we can take a look at the woodwork of the ceiling of the lift, and it's really nice looking. It's like an old-fashioned sort of cabinet or sort of woodwork. Shame it's been covered up inside the lift. Now let's surf this lift. To a pipe jack. Pipe jack. That's really logic. Go down there. See, that's what I used to have originally, but they put the silly tap inside. Pipe jack counterweight. Chassis, interesting. Beam sensors with relays inbuilt into them. Yep. One below top. And up we go to the motor room. And the motor is squeezed in between two different water tanks. It doesn't even get its own dedicated motor room. That is strange. now take a look at the Logic cabinet. This late 70s, early 80s Logic, not as nice as a 30s Slate Logic, but still nice, it's still old and interesting. And it does have an old clunky feel to it, which does keep the lift authentic, so much nicer than a VF drive. And let's take a look at the miniaturised floor selectors, like you've taken one of those big floor selectors and made it really small. Does the exact same function. It creates the circuits for the lift's position, so the lift knows how to handle calls, like if it has to go up or down to a certain call. And these things are usually big and beefy, but I've made it really small. It's an interesting design.